By EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him. Throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Here's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown. Cole Beasley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Second and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action. Allen. Driving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain there for the Bills. On 1st down, Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Allen going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already pushed the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 2nd down and 8. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 24, Carr. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Raiders. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Carr now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter the offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Carr. That's caught by Myers. The try. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jakobi Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise. But this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make...
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go right back to Singletary. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. They got his man, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Like, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Carr. It's hauled in by Shepard. That catch good for only a couple.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this level. I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's playing the ball downfield as well.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, and it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And now they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got this down to the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen's throw is complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Singletary might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that. When he read all of his keys perfectly, he got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On the jet sweep, this is Beasley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The kick by Bass is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Able to connect with Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing his car. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And just shutting him off there. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Here's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's a victory.